Bang, bang. Welcome, DFS Dads. We have Dustin here. We are breaking down. We're in Mexico, right? So, doing a little research on this tournament. Oh my goodness, the scenes are incredible. I'm trying to convince Dustin to get his wife to allow him on a little golf tour over Mexico. So, we actually have a very stacked field for this part of the year. Maybe a lot of these top players are looking to take their wives there and have a great time. The views look awesome, right? Or their girlfriends, or their groupies, whatever it is. But we have a field of 132 players, so it's not one of these no-cut events, which is nice. 65 and ties make the cut. There's not a lot of out of bounds. There's not a lot of rough. It's literally there's not a lot of rough. You literally hit it off the fairway, you're OB, or you're in a canal, or wherever you might be in Mexico. So, with that said, there's a lot of emphasis on strokes gained off the tee, more so not length but accuracy, because it is a short course. It is. Let's see here. I forget how long exactly it is. I think it's under 7,200 yards. Where are we going? I don't see it. I lost it. Yeah, so it's just beyond. It's just right over 7,000 yards, a par 71. So with that, we're going to be looking, and the putting is pretty easy. So if you're a good putter, there's nothing that's going to mess you up. We're looking for approaches, irons like between 125 yards to 175 yards. We're looking for strokes gained off the tee, good drives, and driving accuracy is what we're looking for. So with that being said, let's start up top. Dustin, who do you like? We have the defending champion right below Justin Thomas, Victor Hovland. Got a really nice stacked top of the range here. A lot of ways to go. What are you feeling up top?
Um, to me, I mean, I know it's kind of the cop out, but taking the top two guys between one of them, JT and Victor Hovland, probably for me. JT's recent form's been really good. Um, Ranks pretty high up in my model, and then Hovland's kind of the same, obviously, playing well, you know, and like you said, course history. They both got 18th at the CJ Cup is in their most recent event. So I like those two. I mean, obviously, kind of Billy Horschel kind of sticks out as a sore thumb there at 10-1, just because. But um, you know, if I'm going to play up here, I'm gonna play one of those two. What about you?
Yeah, I think Billy Ho is rated 10-1 because he's got an eighth and a fifth here in the last 2 years. But with that said, the talent, if you just go a few $100s more up, which I like, the defending champion Hovland, first place, playing some good golf, excellent player. I love him at 10-9. I'm staying away from Justin Thomas. I don't know why. There's not really a reason. I'm just not. I don't want to get in that 11K range, even though Hovland's 10-9. And the guy right below him has a ninth, a 21st, 8th, and a 12th here. Played a lot of tournaments. Abraham Answer at 10-7. So those are the two players that I'm looking for. Both Hovland and Answer played the CJ Cup, did okay. Nothing to write home about. And I'm not worried about their recent form at all. It's doing just fine. Just to let you know, Answer is ranked sixth in my model, where Hovland is ranked 13th. Their fairways gain and their approach shots are all very good. Their proximity, like 100, 125, is not the best, but whenever you get from 125 to 175, it's not that bad. So, with that said, that's who I like up top. Finau is someone I'm not playing. Just to let y'all know, I'm not clicking on him even early on through this process. Let's go to the next range. What's the one play you like here in the 9K range?
I mean, I'll give you one at the top and one at the bottom, just because that's how I go. I like Scotty. He's a guy that can go real low. I think he has
You got
pretty
an
good,
18th here 2 years ago. He didn't play
yes,
last year, so
a decent course history. And then kind of a guy that's a little lower is Gooch. Been playing really well. Had a fifth at the CJ, 11th at the Shriners, and just coming in really good form. I know he didn't play great here, got a 55th 2 years ago. So, but his recent form for me and what he's doing with that, his play with the form as far as what we like for this course. So I like him in that low end range,
Yeah,
low end 9K.
I'm with you on Scotty Scheffler at 9900. However, I'm leaning towards the guy right below him. Is if I have to pick one guy, which if I want to play someone in the 10K plus range, I can really only try to pick one. Is the guy right below him, Aaron Wise, who has been on a tear recently. He ranks third in my model, which is always a good thing. His last 5 tournaments, he's gaining strokes gained 6. Last 10 tournaments, 4 strokes. He's coming off a 17th, 26th, 8th, and then a 5th at the CJ Cup a couple weeks back. I've been riding him for the last month and a half, and I
Yeah.
am not getting off. And also, he has a good tournament history here as well. He does have a couple miscuts. He miscut a 10th, a miscut, and then a second here last year. I think his game has been progressing. He has the talent, smooth stroke, who at this course I think it fits his game well also. So with that said, that's who I like at the 9K range. There's some other okay plays, but I think between Scotty and Aaron Wise, you're going to be set. No need to look at anybody else, in my opinion. Nobody else has a good tournament history here either up in this range. So let's move on down, mosey on down around the 8K range. You can get in the 7K as well if you like top half of 7K.
Yeah, one guy that I'm really eyeing, and we've talked about him for a while now, and given the field and the 8K, I feel like he has a lot of upside as Mito Pereira there at 81. Gives
Hmm.
you some flexibility as far as if you want to play some of those high end guys. Ranks second in my model. Pretty much stellar at everything that I'm looking at metric wise, except for stroke gain par threes. But I can overlook that he's 52nd in this field for that. But eighth opportunities gained, first in ball striking. This is over the last 12 to 24 tournaments. I don't remember what I had that on. And obviously he hadn't played here, but I'll take my chances. So I like him in the 8K.
Yeah, I like him in the 8K range as well. He doesn't have a tournament history. The guy right above him, Russell Henley, has when you run the model, he looks really good. He doesn't have a good course history. Where Mito hasn't played here. Henley had a 29th in 2019, and then miscut the last 2 years. And to be completely honest, I'm really not liking a lot of this range. I love the 9K range, I love the 10K range, and then I really like the 7K range. So we're gonna get there in a second, and you really see who I like. But um, like the top 8K range, like I just don't really see anybody that stands out right now. Mito at the lower 8K range, and then show some studs here at the 7K range. I'll start out. We got a couple hometown heroes: Carlos Ortiz, Grillo, 7,500 and 7,600 over on DraftKings. I'm ranked 15th and 12th on my model. Both players have good tournament history here as well. Let me look that up. Ortiz has a second and an eighth the last 2 years, and then right below at 7,500 we have Grillo with a 10th, a ninth, a 15th, a measly 41st, and then an eighth. Love love those the tournament history. Grillo, I think this course fits really well for Grillo as well. Uh, Once again, rated 12th. His opportunities gained is top 10. Good drives is 14th. The one thing I worry a little bit about Ortiz is his driving accuracy. It's kind of middle of the pack, but his opportunities gained is really good, and his ball striking is there as well. So both those plays in the mid 7K range, and we'll go down to the lower 7K range. But I don't want to take all the good plays, so hit me up, Dustin.
I mean, I'm right there with you on Grillo. He's one of my favorites. And then obviously with this tournament, his course history. Yeah, I like that. Yanni Vegas is another guy I've been.
Woo! I knew it. I knew.
Yeah, I mean, why
The
not,
man
right?
is that's your guy. Everyone has
Yeah,
a
I mean
guy. That's your guy.
the I'm gonna keep playing him until he either gets priced out too high or he burns me. But didn't play great at the Zozo 54th, but he had a 14th before that at the CJ Cup. Um, and just been on a freaking tear as far as his play, and he's got some decent course history here. He got a 10th in 2017, and then a 20th last year. So with the miscut the year before, but for me, he has good enough course history, top 10, top 20 in the last 5 years, and his play and form as of late. So yeah, I'm all about him at 7,400. He's probably my favorite as far as the mid 7Ks and up range.
Yeah. Also, right below there, we have we have Russell Knox, a good top 10 finish. Let's see where was he at right there? I lost him. Russell Knox right there, 7,300. He has two top tens, a third and ninth, and then the last couple of years he's a 33rd, and then top 23. He got 23rd, top 25. So really good course history. I think this course once again fits his game. He's gonna hit the ball well off the tee, and he's gonna be accurate with it. 13th on good drives. His proximity to all the proximities that I like is top 10. 17th ball striking, fairways gained, top 10. Everything that you need on this course, I'm telling you, you can't hit it OB. You can't just bomb it like Bryson and go find it, right? If you go find it, you're in a canal. So Russell Knox at 7,300. I'm gonna pepper in three or maybe even four of these 7K guys is really what I'm looking to do. Even if you can go down a little bit lower, Luke List. Now, he has some of his issues, right? But that's why he's rated down at 7,100. But he's good. Shank, Brendan Todd. Brendan Todd has good course history here. He's a great putter. You can win here multiple different ways. Let's see, Brendan Todd. I think what did he get? He got a first and an eighth the last 2 years, so 7,100. He might be a little popular. His recent form is not the best. Zozo, he lost 6 strokes, but his strength is obviously putting. He's a great putter. So, and with these greens running true, not a lot of wiggle in there. So if you make a good read, put a good putt on it, you're gonna be able to make some birdies. So that's a couple more players I like in the lower 7K range. Henry Norlander as well. He rates second on my
Yeah,
model. I was
I like
very
Norlander.
surprised by that. Is there anything that you like whenever you dig into Norlander a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, just his metrics pop off for what we're looking at. Obviously, he's
He gained 4 strokes last week at the Zozo as well. That's good.
yeah, he's got good recent form. A lot of things pointing in the right direction. Really, the only negative is miscut here last year, but um, I kind of take the cuts in previous years sometimes with a grain of salt because you don't know how they're playing. It's like when Cantlay missed 3 cuts in a row, right? Like
Hmm.
just because you look back next year at one of those events doesn't mean that you can't play him because he's a world top golfer. So um, yeah, I like Norlander. Another guy that I really like right below him, 6,900, is Mr. Tom Hogiebun. Got third here last year. Recent form has been really good. Pops off in the metrics. Let's see what he got. Got 17th at the Zozo, 32nd at the CJ, and 14th at the Shriners. His last 3 tournaments. And then obviously his tournament history is good and popping off in the metrics. So somebody for 6,900, I think that's a really good combination to
Yeah.
play well here.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone down low that my model says is good, and someone who I love to play and click on down at 6,300 is Kyle Stanley. So he's not a cash play ever. I don't know. You got to sacrifice somewhere before you get way down low here for the cash play. But he got 35th as a Zozo last week, which is good. Barely gaining a stroke, but then he had 5 straight miscuts. But over his last 10, he's not really losing strokes. Besides his putting, it's just been brutal, which that's kind of who he is. The greens are easy, so hopefully he can put some good putts on it, and he doesn't have to worry about reading them because it's really straightforward to figure out what it is. But he's ranked top 10 in my model for the metrics, which is something that pops out for sure down here at the low 6K range. Now, with that said, you want to go check out our full breakdown over at DFS Dads. We're gonna have a deep dive coming out. It's a pretty fun field. This time of the year, golf can be kind of difficult, right? The tournaments aren't as good, but this is a good one. This tournament is every single year, and this is the best field that we've had here in quite some time, if not ever. It might be the best field ever in the 7 years here. So I'm looking forward to it. I got to convince Dustin's wife to let us all maybe go on
Let's
vacation there,
go.
play some golf. Let's make some money this week, and we will talk to you all soon.